so strongly and so impressively last season must be asking themselves, where has it all gone wrong at the start of this season? 3 defeats in a row for them for the first time in 5 years in the championship, and just 2 tries to show for it. And they will be looking to get things back on the road in no uncertain terms this evening. The only change to the Osprey pack from last week sees Alan Wynne-Jones back to lead the team. He, one of the few impressive players of last week. Aaron Jarvis and Joe Bierman, the only uncapped players up front. Khan Fotuali gets the nod at scrum half. Injury to Ashley Beck sees a double change in midfield. Andrew Bishop teams up with Tom Isaacs as the Ospreys look for a try-scoring combination. Big moment for Phil John, the Scarlets prop. 200 appearances he clocked up for Scarlets at Connacht last week, joining a very elite band indeed, and rewarded with the honour of leading the team out this evening at Parc des Scarlets, ahead of skipper Rob McCusker. Phil John's partners in the front row this evening, Ken Owens and Deacon Manu. South African George Earl back after missing the trip to Galway, as are Aaron Shingler and captain Rob McCusker. Jordan Williams, star last week with 2 tries, can't even make the lineup this time. Liam Williams with 2 man-of-the-match appearances back. George North and Andy Fenby, 7 tries already. Most significant name on the bench, Ryan Jones, back for the first time in Ospreys colours since the final of last year, the grand final. There will be, in this ground and all other grounds in games in the Rabo Direct Pro 12 and the Aviva Premiership in England this weekend, a minute's silence, and that because of the tragic accident last weekend in Northern Ireland, where Ulster centre Nevin Spence lost his life along with his father and his brother. And the brotherhood of rugby union in the Northern Hemisphere joins ranks with a minute's silence in memory of Nevin Spence.
The chief executive of Ulster Rugby was an exceptional young man, a man who died in his prime, aged 22, with an immense future in front of him. In his 22 years, he was a moral professional and a model individual, a man of absolute integrity, complete determination, great humility, a fine team player, and an all-round exceptional individual. Could I please ask you to stand for a moment of silence to remember Nevin and his family. Thank you very much.
Memories of Nevin Spence, just 22 years old, who had such a great future in rugby ahead of him. Stand up for the Ulstermen is the chant you hear week after week, Friday night at Ravenhill, and the chant being borrowed by clubs around the country for this weekend in particular. Leighton Hodges, the man in charge this evening, the man in charge of a big, big game. It may be just September, but this could have a big bearing as the way things turn out at the end of May. The first mistake, though, comes from the home team and gifts possession to the Ospreys.
Advantage over.
Good quick ball for Fotuali, but not the best of passes. Dan Bigger has to adjust. And the cheer comes from the Scarlet supporters as the ball goes wide.
Yeah, certainly worth a go. Very much like the fact that advantage over was called as soon as the Ospreys were in possession, but they didn't make the most of it. Just pulled it. Would have been a nice little early score for the Ospreys.
Bang the line 7, okay?
Joe Bierman. Richard Hibbard. As the Scarlets look to drive over, and indeed the ball not released quickly enough, and support in the end from Tom Isaacs, having to come in from the side as Richard Hibbard was left alone on the ground.
13.
Yeah, well, they're going to look to Hibbard to put some hard yards in tonight. They certainly try and test the Scarlets 8, but isolated there. I think it might have been Shingler making a nuisance of himself at the breakdown very effectively. So there's the carry. He's well met. He's dumped. Yeah, there's Shingler coming in from behind the feet, driving through, winning the space, and gets the reward.
Well, viewers to Scrum 5 last Sunday would have seen Ken Owens and Richard Hibbard enjoying each other's company down here at Parc des Scarlets, looking forward to the game. It was Ken Owens' tackle on his opposite number that shows now it's down to business. Josh Turnbull winning the line-out ball, and the 200-man Phil John with a drive forward. There's a penalty coming the Scarlets' way.
High tackle.
And a bit of reaction off the ball. Two captains, Rob McCusker and Alan Wynne-Jones, on their own on the far side, but you can see what this means to everybody in the opening couple of minutes.
Just take them that way, yeah.
There was a time in the good old days, Charlie, where that might have actually gone somewhere. Just a bit of pushing and shoving these days. That's the reason why. Certainly a high tackle.
Keep them down. High tackle, 8 high. Let me deal with discipline. You do what you've got to do. Let me do what I have, okay? High tackle, 8 black.
Nothing too much in that, actually. First contact I thought was across the shoulder, but it slipped up. So, well, judges have a word, and little in that.
This shouldn't present any problems for Rhys Priestland. Well within the 22, fractionally to the left, and conditions being what they are. It's a bit different trying to kick into the wind in Galway last week. But this should be simplicity itself. Preparations still as meticulous, making absolutely sure that the first points on the board belong to the Scarlets.
Early points for the Scarlets, and Osprey supporters probably behind the sofa watching this one, worried what might happen. But in derbies you never know, but first blood, the Scarlets.
And again, the Scarlets fail to claim the restart kick. And that will be something that Simon Easterby will be extremely displeased with. Again, a quick advantage over called by Leighton Hodges. This time Bigger takes it upon himself. Josh Turnbull makes a nuisance of himself, was allowed to. Fotuali, though, got the ball away, and it's man and ball for Tom Isaacs. John Davis straight in there.
Threats back.
Hanno Dirksen. Beerman. But they're going backwards at the moment. Bigger. Up she goes. Liam Williams has called for it. North is there as well. They got slightly in each other's way, and it falls for Andrew Bishop. No one clear call from the Scarlet defenders, and that's a good on-rush from the Ospreys. Isaacs. Good clearance, Alan Wynne-Jones. Bishop goes for a little chip over the top, falls back into his hands. Earl drags him to earth. But the Ospreys are hanging on well to possession, even if they aren't doing anything with it at the moment. They need to be patient. Fussell trying to give Dirksen a bit of space. Good cover tackle by Andy Fenby.
Keep going.
Alan Wynne-Jones has to go from a standing start. They reach the Scarlet 22. Bigger. Dirksen. He's a danger man possibly in the Osprey back division. And yet another penalty conceded by the Scarlets, and this time there's no chance for the Ospreys to try and use advantage.
Beaten by the ruck.
Ball retained, but all a bit lateral, but a chance at a slot at goal. But you're right, Alan Wynne-Jones there taking that ball behind him. If you've got the big second row in position there, you want him coming onto the ball. This is the offence. Dirksen with his second carry in this sequence. Well, I think Fenby is going to argue that he was the tackler, so he can get up. He's gone to floor, he gets up, he can come in from anywhere as long as the ruck's not formed, but it's a fine line.
Bigger, just 5 metres in from the right-hand side touchline. Strikes it nicely. Perfectly done by Dan Bigger. The score's a level, and Dan Bigger is level with David Humphreys in the all-time Celtic League scoring records.
Opening salvo suggests that the Ospreys' game plan may not be too extravagant this evening. Early bomb, chips ahead, big guys taking short balls, so might be attrition from them.
Advantage off Black.
Knocked on by Tom Grabham, and there's no advantage to come.
Forward off Black on the kick-off. No advantage, scrum.
Not one restart taken cleanly yet.
Both gone up, no issue with that. Knock forward.
And the challenge in the air was a fair one. Both went up for the ball.
Scarlets just changing things a bit.
Well, George North has been a handful for all opponents so far this season. And there he is lurking between outside half and centre, ready to come in again and make his presence felt in midfield. Andrew Bishop, such a solid tackler. He's the one who'll be leading that line and watching that channel that George North could well be pounding down. And even if he doesn't, he's not a bad little decoy.
No, certainly attracts the attention.
Crouch! Touch! Set!
So, crouch, touch, set on this evidence, not really changing too much.
Yeah, they've gone down from 5 to 4. It's now crouch, touch, set, collapse.
Get some height in, okay? Get some height in.
Aaron Jarvis on the far side, the one that's nearest Tavis Noyle. He's up against Phil John.
Touch!
Deacon Manu, near side of the camera, against Duncan Jones, and they've gone down, and Duncan Jones is the one who went to ground first.
Yeah, he was, even though he had the nudge on, strangely.
Far side under.
Not happy with it. Did Deacon Manu. Gave him the arm. Who knows?
Just coming in and unfolded.
So when we watch this, the nudge comes and it's Duncan Jones going forward. In fairness, Deacon Manu kept his bind, didn't try and force him in. There was a collapse from Duncan Jones as far as I'm concerned, no matter how much he shakes his head.
Priestland seems to have regained a lot of his confidence this year, the way the Scarlets are playing and winning. But his kicking average isn't up there where they need to be with the best in the world.
Bind was fine when the pressure came on.
Those are the kind of points the Scarlets need to rack up.
Yeah, nothing hard relatively about that one. You've got to expect a top-class kicker to put that one through.
Back in the day, anything over 40 metres was a bonus, but now it's bread and butter work. George North gets the ball for the first time. Breaks the first tackle.
Roadblock!
Priestland back on the angle. Comes Ken Owens. Good late run from Phil John.
A nice delayed pass.
Richard Kelly looking for support.
Advantage.
Alan Jarvis not getting away from the tackle area. Just a little foot to remind him as well.
We're rarely seeing aluminium.
Tackle him. Shot.
Aluminium, that's a bygone day, isn't it? Well, we'll ponder all our yesterdays. We'll go down pitch side to Phil Steele.
Thanks very much, Gareth. This is what they're playing for, the Evening Post trophy. It belongs to the Scarlets, of course, after their win over the Ospreys here at Christmas time. Now, here's an interesting stat. As we watch Rhys Priestland tee this one up, the percentages of success for the two kickers. Dan Biggert of the Ospreys is on 62%, including the last goal kick he kicked. Rhys Priestland, up to the very moment he takes this kick, is only 31% success rate. If it does come down to a kicking duel, Bigger at the moment is double the success rate of Priestland, Gareth.
Thanks, Phil.
But what was shiniest, the cup or Steely's head?
No wind to help or to hinder. As Rhys Priestland gives it a good boot, looks hopefully onwards, and that time will be satisfied that he's put the Scarlets back ahead. With a clearance kick, and away from the reach of George Stowers.
What a boot it was.
Well, it was the other Williams, Jordan, 18-year-old, who scored two lovely tries out in Connacht last week and helped George North to one as well. And that's the kind of talent they've got here at the moment, the Panther Scarlets, because man of the match the two opening games was Liam Williams.
Yeah, says a lot about how they're playing as well. Oh, he certainly caught the eye, Jordan Williams. Standing that corner defender up.
Fotoli puts in the highest of the evening so far. And Defenby couldn't quite reach in time. Tipperick. Bierman making yards. Ken Owens trying to dispossess him, but it's there for the Ospreys. Bigger to Bishop. Turned back inside for Hibbard. Fussell stabs it through for Grabham to chase. Liam Williams wants it to go dead, but it wouldn't, and he had to take it out in the end. and it turned out to be a very useful kick indeed from Richard Fussell.
Yeah, just in that little sequence there, Charlie, I think more encouraging than a lot we've seen from the Ospreys in the openings game. This is a nice kick to finish, good decision, well executed, gets them the territory. But I like the options that Bigger had in midfield. Bierman taking a very flat ball at pace, running at space and managing to get behind the defenders.
Something they failed to do against Glasgow at the Liberty last week. It's a bit of a pile-up, but the ball has been secured. Three-man pod waiting off, led by Richard Hibbard. Bigger. Little pop-up for Bishop to come on the inside shoulder. Good strength, Andrew Bishop. Lost it though. Pavis Noyle under pressure on his own try line. Hasn't minored. The Scarlets unable to make use of unexpected possession initially, and a very hurried kick indeed from Rhys Priestland, only as far as Tom Isaacs. Getting to the chest. Don't see that too often in this game. Fussell. Flat ball, not flat enough for Tom Grabham.
Forward.
Well, the Ospreys were disappointed that this ball was lost. Just how did the Scarlet foot get it back? He's tracking back. Ospreys felt Phil John was coming from an offside position there, but got away with it.
Did the ball touch the line under Tavis Noyle as well? That's what Khan Foto Lee was claiming.
On you slingshot then. Nothing in there. 18. Crouch. Touch. Set.
They've gone down on this side again. Deacon Manu was the one. That's right.
Yeah, quite right.
Wait.
Tavis Noyle walking away.
What's the offence, John? What's the offence, John?
Oh, he's animated.
Not happy. Not happy,
Red,
is
no.
Duncan. He's got the penalty.
Something's gone on there.
Yeah. He's got the penalty.
It's your penalty.
Jonathan Mason hasn't seen anything untoward.
Dennis, don't respond, okay? Remember what we said now, you just need to keep a lid on this, okay? It's your penalty. All I'm saying is discipline, no more to be said, okay? Back. Folding this side. Down.
Well,
3 red.
Leighton Hodges has got those two spot on.
Posts. 3 red. Thanks, John.
Well, keep your eye on Duncan Jones and Manu. Well, that's straight collapse. That's not enough to get Duncan Jones going. What happens afterwards? Ball on the blind side. Can't pick anything out of that. But he did drive through Manu.
He did. It's the angle that's making it a longer kick than Dan Bigger would have expected. Well, perfectly done. Push it out wide, curl it round. Perfection from Dan Bigger to bring them back on level terms.
Yeah, it seems more and more kickers aren't curling them in, but that was the old instep there, bringing it round. Put it on the far post.
Dirksen takes it as far as the 22.
Inside.
Fotoli just asking the question, and he's allowed to go straight for touch if he wants to. Hasn't if he tried to. Well, that's a poor pass because Aaron Shingler was waiting to charge onto it. And
Roll away,
there's
Black.
nothing he could do then except check and just set it up again. John Davis, he's very quick off the mark, deceptive feet as well.
Good spotted, it was Duncan Jones, the inside man, but they closed the gap.
There's another
high again.
On Richard Kelly. It was Ian Evans that time. The ref spotted it. Richard Kelly, former Osprey. There's already been a warning for them to keep the tackles down.
Ian Evans would have learnt in the first game of the season that you can pay a heavy price for a high tackle.
No. It's a penalty against 5. Your tackle is high. That's the second one. I'm not going to talk to you again. Tackle's down. High tackle.
I didn't feel there was too much in this, but certainly high. And, you know, it's not as if he's tackling a little scrum half. He's gone against his opposite number there. You've got to work quite hard to do a high tackle on him.
All of 6'6". Only had the one outing in Ospreys colours a couple of years ago, Richard Kelly.
Three needs to work hard as well to stay up here.
And a pretty full Parc of Scarlets.
Yeah, great to see, isn't it?
Expectant as Reece Priestland tees up the posts again. Stabbed it wide. So it's every other for the moment for Reece Priestland.
6 points gone begging.
Your angle's off the ball, okay?
Midway through the first half, nothing between the teams. North left out this time in favour of McCusker. Good pass to Liam Williams in a bit of space. Scott Williams, great pace. Oh, lovely dummy from Scott Williams. Just ankle tap by Fussell. One important tackle, but here come the Scarlets again in midfield. Ken Owens ducks under. That was brilliant by Scott Williams. Can they finish it off? They go left to Priestland. Liam Williams. Double tackle goes in. Bishop and Tipperick. Tavis Noyle slips into Andy Fenby. He's over the try line. Did he lose possession, or have the Scarlets got the first try of the evening?
Oh, it's a try for me.
Okay.
Beautiful slip ball out of the tackle.
Time off.
Deserved 5-pointer. Lovely rugby from the Scarlets.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, the first question, please. Try, yes or no?
We'll have a look for you now, Lake.
That
Thanks.
was phenomenal. Great pace to hit it. Lovely little dummy. Now then, there's a slip to Andy Fenby. Ooh. Lost it because the tackle has come in.
It's a penalty
and
try then.
smashed him in the face.
It's a penalty try. That's a high tackle preventing a score.
Leighton,
Hi, Bev.
he lost it forward. Scrum 5, defending ball.
Okay. No try, knock forward, scrum, black ball.
One of the best referees that's ever taken the pitch. I can't go with him on that
Time
one.
back on. Knock forward.
Any other part of the pitch, for me, that's a dangerous tackle. Right across the face with a swinging
On
arm.
this side from both of you.
If he doesn't do it, he scores a try. That's a good talking point. Watch that, bang. Straight across the face with a swinging arm.
Well, that is controversial.
Stay 9. Flank it down.
Well, it's all down to interpretation, and that the penalty goes the Ospreys' way from the scrum. It's all down to interpretation. The question was, is it a try, yes or no? Could Derek Bevan have said, yes, penalty try?
Yep, that's the talking point. In fairness, there's so much that hangs on how the referee asks the question. You're right though, Charlo. Could that have been the answer?
That, you know, that's the one way of saying it. Is it a try?
It is a try.
Yes, penalty try.
But it's a penalty try. Brilliant work from the Scarlets. Deserved a try. Look at that. I mean, that is, you know, that's not just a high tackle. That's a cheap shot as well. That's a swinging arm. Deserving of a try. Deserving of a yellow card. It's the third high in the half. That's gone badly against the Scarlets.
Khan Fotu Ali is lucky that he's standing there by the line out, not spending 10 minutes in the bin.
Stay! Stay! And out red! Oh, he's pulled.
Bishop.
Roll away red!
Penalty coming the Ospreys' way, not rolling away in the tackle area. And as Fotu Ali is dispossessed, ironically, the Ospreys have a chance to go ahead. Alan Wynne-Jones
6-3 against you.
asking if there's a possibility of a penalty with the
when we do,
culmination of the penalties given away by the Scarlets in the penalty in the breakdown area.
Post. Skip. Work on your penalty count. Work on your penalty count, yeah.
Can!
Well, this is where the penalties come from.
Can!
Yeah, I think it's against McCusker coming in from the side. Or Turnbull.
Ted, just one time, move front row, need to set lower, too high. Okay? Too high.
Dan Bigger. Is it just drifting? Yes, it is. Just drifting the wrong side of the posts. So a little bit of poetic justice as it remains at 6 points all.
Just clamped around him, yeah. Really?
Well, the Ospreys have had a lot of possession. Good timing again by Tipuric coming on to the ball. But they spent a lot of it in this middle third or just inside the Scarlet half without really threatening. Can they do something this time? They've got good pace to work with. Isaacs sees a couple of forwards in front of him, steps back inside, nicely laid back. Fotu Ali is there in support. They're within 10 metres of the Scarlet try line. Only Deacon Manu manning the barricades on the blind side.
Tackler!
There it is again for Alan Wynne-Jones. Desperate defence coming in from the Scarlets. Slowed down.
I don't think the Ospreys will go wide.
Just give to the nearest forward. That's the tactic. Stowers. Fotu Ali out to Bigger. Oh, knocked on by Dirksen.
He's not looking for it. If you're going to put yourself in that area, you've got to expect the offload. I don't think he did. Oh, that's sloppy.
Forward of Black.
Bigger's looking to open up a gap somewhere. Oh, he made the run. Just did he have his eye on a tackler? Got to take those.
There was a double switch. Missed Isaacs. Dirksen spilt it.
Not massively concerned at the moment.
Sean, you've seen something.
Yeah, Charlo, just want to take a look at the Scarlets' pressure and where it came from. It's from turnover. Andrew Bishop blitzes in where he needs to hold off and drift and buy time. Hanno Dirksen now, as you can see, is left in a lot of panic. He's got 4 Scarlets attackers to cope with, and he can't do it. From this pressure, they get over the line, but no try.
Okay, mate.
where they came as close as they possibly could to the try, but Andy Fenby denied. Phil.
Yes, Charlo, I've just spoken to Richard Hughes, who's the fourth official for the match tonight. Derek Bevan would have been within his rights to ask, or to give a penalty try. The crucial factor being that it took place in goal, which is different to what the Aviva Premiership are doing in England. They're allowed to go back, the 22 and the leader to the try. But the crucial factor was it took place in goal. Therefore, Derek Bevan could have said, I'm going to give a penalty try.
Crouch! Touch! Set!
They'll be talking about that one for a long time, I dare say,
Stay.
if the Ospreys come away with a win. But there's a little matter of a dozen minutes of the first half and a whole second half to come yet. Richard Fussell looks to set up the counter, wanting Tom Grabham to come back in away from the touchline. Hibbard recycling the ball well of the Ospreys. Bigger, change of tactic again. It's Isaacs, Tipperick, who are up there first, falls into no man's land. Liam Williams with a half trap, fought to a lead, nicely done to Dan Bigger. Turnbull just about gets an ankle. Bishop tries to slide it through. John Davis with a block. Aaron Jarvis tackled by Davis.
Push back, Red!
No wonder possession count is so much in the Ospreys' favour. Fotoli looks one way, then the other, and it's just high and hopeful. Great take by Liam Williams.
Taken in.
Priestland looking for spaces behind the Ospreys. That's a huge kick.
Get a mark ready.
Massive kick from Rhys Priestland. Would have done with it, just spinning the other way.
Lucky.
But in the end, they'll settle for a restart from the 22.
Heck of a kick. Yeah, nothing too expansive about the Ospreys' game plan. Quite limited, but it's suiting them at the moment. 30 gone, 6-all, and just the one time that the Scarlets backline have cut loose. I'm sure they have the firepower behind the Ospreys, which is why they're happy to run the big guys close to the breakdown.
And the other thing they'll be thinking is, while they've got possession, Scarlets can't score.
Yeah.
It's gone backwards.
It's good work by Grabham. Just getting in Richard Kelly's eye line. But the Scarlets get away with it. There's no scrum half at the moment.
No,
George North,
cleaning out.
tallest scrum half I've seen for a while. Earl.
Advantage off Black.
Fotoli went in for the steal. It wasn't offside, but didn't quite control.
It's a competition. You won it, and it's gone forward. He's fine. He won the ball, but he's knocked it forward. Forward off Black. Scrum, red ball.
As you'd expect in a derby like this, nothing is being held back. Half hour gone. Still
Touch.
locked.
Set.
That's
Bind in.
turning into a problem for the Scarlets.
Yeah, Manu got the first one, but
Bind in. Red free.
Duncan Jones in the ascendancy, it seems, at the moment. And keep going after him.
Time off.
Came off the bench for the first couple this year. Started against Glasgow.
It's a
Duncan.
good penalty scrum time, okay? You know what I want? Straight square, and I want the bind. He's on the arm, and he's brought him in.
Deacon Manu,
Bind in
a
three.
dozen caps for Fiji.
Yeah. Just need you bind longer. Yeah?
There's a South African prop. His arrival is imminent as well to Parc Scarlets. Phil's got some company.
I've got Griff Rees with me, Charlo, the Ospreys backs coach. Griff, this is a different Ospreys performance tonight compared to what we saw last week. What are you doing differently?
Probably a little bit more pragmatic with the ball in terms of being in that game. We're a bit too one-dimensional last week, which was clear to see. No, we're kicking more effectively and putting more pressure on.
What about the try over there that wasn't? Were you happy that it wasn't a penalty try? There was some debate on commentary with a bit of a high tackle.
I didn't look at the last part. I was more annoyed at the line break and our system header, really, and kicking where we were was too naive. So I didn't look to the end, to be honest.
Bit of a daft question, really, I suppose.
Thanks, Cliff.
Like a hot potato out there. Justin Tipperic's work won't count for anything, because it came off him for a knock on, and neither Turnbull nor Shingler will get clean hands on it.
Bringing him in. Knock forward, scrum, red ball.
And a Scarlets ball, no doubt. Duncan Jones will want to go after Manu again. Well, a few touches very quickly, that's the one Tipperick gets done for.
Big scrum, this one. Referees come over this side, that's where the problems have been.
Set! In.
Yeah, he's got him there.
Yeah, great scrum, great scrummaging by Duncan Jones. Had Manu in all kinds of problems, and that's what's given the Ospreys this platform. Bishop upended by John Davis. Tipperick just drops off. Alan Wynne-Jones there ahead of him. But you feel the Ospreys are playing for a penalty as much as a try.
Yeah, you do.
Bigger, nice footwork, very tricky. Isaacs. Good hands, George Stowers, but good tackle, George North.
Oh, what's going on there?
Well, Dirksen was upended by Liam Williams after the whistle had gone. As Rob McCusker has been called for offside at the breakdown. Just bubbling under all the time.
Same off. As we said for the game, lads, okay, you knew where the line was. Okay, you've now gone over that line. That's the third time we've had handbags, accepting that's all what it is. But I'm not going to be speaking to players again. They're going to disappear if we have any sort of that kind again. Is that clear? So the original penalty is red off your feet.
I think the referee's doing well, actually. This is all about afters. Nothing's happening here. Liam Williams and Fussell might get into each other here now. No, it's Dirksen. That's strictly come dancing sort of stuff. That is. Dirksen's gone for the cheap shot, and Liam Williams has done a remarkable job of taking him with him.
I tell you what, if that was Taekwondo, Liam Williams has gone through for a gold medal.
That's a fantastic move.
He's just tipped Dirksen up, and it's gold medalist. It's not Jay Jones, it's Liam Williams.
He hasn't got any. He's managed to tip him without having any purchase on the floor whatsoever. Fantastic work.
To add insult to injury, the crowd unhappy with the decision, unhappier still with a kick by Dan Biggar, which puts the Ospreys back ahead.
Yeah, it goes without saying, it's just been shown on the big screen here in the stadium. It hasn't gone down too well with the home fans. But I was saying about the referee, going back to that scrum just before all this started, when he came round, kept his eye on Duncan Jones and Deacon Manu. Bit of fun and games there before, but he keeps an eye on him. Duncan Jones then does the job on Manu because the referees are allowing him to scrummage. Very good refereeing.
Public enemy number one this side of Lucker Bridge, Hanno Dirksen. The crowd not slow in letting him know as much. You can expect a bit of bird every time he touches the ball.
Obviously very balanced supporters in the Scarlets country, but they don't like their own being picked on.
Cleaned out the ball. Just step back 5. Ball's caught under red.
Scarlets trying to get the ball away into open spaces. Confusion. And the turnover.
Oh, he had a bit of him.
There was a pull back by Liam Williams on Grabham. And the referee and touch judges need eyes in the back of their heads and anywhere else they can place them at the moment.
Yeah, I'm not sure. They should see that one, Charlo. A touch judge and a ref should, either one or both should have spotted that.
Grabham. Oh, well played, George North. Excellent defence.
It was good defence, yeah. Because Grabham did very well. He drifted on the pass to try and get outside George North before he took the ball. Well, here's the tackle. I mean, very good defence there. But here's the hole in back. Ball goes loose. The danger man is Grabham. There he goes. And anyone...
Just enough.
Reffing, touch judge watching that, should be keeping an eye on Grabham because that's where the danger is. And they miss it.
Liam Williams did just enough, didn't hang on to him, ran across him, arm across the chest.
Yeah. Took him out of it.
Yeah. You can imagine that happening in any penalty box in the Premiership. There'd have been
he'd be down.
There'd have been a dive, 3 rollovers and a scream and
a penalty.
Yeah.
Get up! Just go, let's go!
Red, keep coming!
Wonderful kick. Good position for the Ospreys just before half-time.
Well, they've picked their game up, haven't they? The Ospreys in the last few minutes.
Well, there, Liam Williams, very clever. You can see how he shaped to kick that to get the bend off the outside of the foot into touch.
Hold the space there, hold.
Well, this is danger time for the Scarlets. If they concede here, then the Ospreys will come out with their tails up in the second half. Ian Evans does the first bit.
That's one stop.
Nothing left for Duncan Jones to drive off.
Roll Red. Stay. 2.
There's a lot happening off the ball. And Leighton Hodges has got his hands full. Bishop. Tackled by McCusker. Alan Wynne-Jones driven on by Tipuric. Fotwali to Tom Isaacs. Plenty of red shirts there, but great footwork. And leaving Ken Owens for dead.
And out Red! Lead it!
Stowers.
At what point does Bigger drop into the pocket? That's what you got to think here.
Ball's trapped in. Ball's trapped in.
They can start another set
from both sides.
Yeah, it goes without saying. Minute out from half-time. They want to go away with something here.
Straight. Don't come round and up. Yes, certainly.
So the final minute of what has been, well, an enthralling first half without producing maybe the quality rugby we wanted. We were expecting in terms of scintillating, memorable stuff, but it's a real game of rugby out there.
Use it!
Pressure comes on and it's turned over, and Turnbull does very well, but Fotwali does even better in getting the ball back to Tom Grabham.
Forward off black. It's forward off black.
And the Scarlets will have one chance to clear their deck before half-time.
Well, that's going to raise the blood pressure of the Ospreys coaches. They won't be happy that such a good position has been wasted in that fashion.
Well, there's a drop goal attempt for Dan Biggar in the very first minute of the first half, but they weren't able to fashion one in the last minute. Well, they shouldn't be able to, because the Scarlets should clear from here.
Yeah, in this position, he's going to go straight out. He'll take the whistle.
Come in a little. Come up a little, please.
Referee's on the same side, though.
Perfect. Crouch!
One last effort from Duncan Jones.
Touch! Set! In! Ball is out.
And Scarlets' scrum is under pressure.
That's a penalty to the
Ball is
Ospreys.
stuck in, lads. No, the ball is stuck in. It's half-time.
And there won't be chance for a reset. That'll do it for the first 40. And it's the Ospreys who edge clear thanks to 3 penalties to 2. But Andy Fenby leaves the field there thinking, was he denied the chance of a try illegally? That's the main talking point as they go off at the end of the first half. And the Scarlets' back division hasn't had a chance to show what it can do, because the Ospreys have done far better in terms of hanging on to and denying the Scarlets possession. Even if they haven't been using it themselves, they've been keeping it away from the home team, and that's given Dan Biggar the chance to put over 3 to Reece Priestland's 2, giving a half-time score of Scarlets 6, Ospreys 9.
Dav Jones is the guest in the Red Zone tonight. You can get in touch with their conversation via text and Twitter. There's also Welsh language commentary. But back to our commentary team now. It's Stuart Davis and Gareth Charles.
Thanks very much, Ross. There's one significant change at half-time. Samson Lee on the tight head for the Scarlets, the Welsh under-20 prop of last year. Product of Coedca Comprehensive and Villeneuve Rugby Club. See if he can fare better than Deacon Manu and secure that Scarlet scrum.
Come back under pressure, no advantage. Scrum.
The Scarlets know what the Ospreys are all about this evening. They've upped their game in the tight, and they've been keeping that possession and making the Scarlets work. And as time goes on, nerves will be coming in more and more. If the scoreboard has that same kind of feel about it.
Touch! Set!
Different prop, same result. First scrum in the second half.
Under.
I'm sure that wasn't part of the brief to Samson Lee when he came on for Manu.
We've dissipated the scrum, needs to improve. Yeah, that's the middle.
It's all eyes on the Scarlets back, really, Charlie. They've got to up their game if they want this back line to function.
Good line-out ball from Ian Evans. And a wild pass to Andrew Bishop. Oh, crumbs.
Roll red!
That hurt. Andy Fenby is still feeling the effects of that Andrew Bishop charge. Dirksen. And there was no way he's going to kick, even though he feigned it. It's all about strength and pace from Hanno Dirksen. Aaron Jarvis.
And release red!
The Scarlets medical team are on the field very quickly and giving Andy Fenby treatment which he needs. The referee needs to keep an eye on it though, because it could be a head injury. Back comes the ball to Fussell. Lovely slip. Oh, no, he's called it forward. Hanno Dirksen's been denied. The pass has been called forward, and even though he gives some stick back to the crowd for what he's been receiving, it's egg on his face because it doesn't count.
Oh dear. Oh, you do wonder why the wingers just don't keep the depth that makes this thing unavoidable. Oh, Fussell does well, because he looks as if he's going to have a dart. He draws the winger in. He finishes it. Team forward. Well, sometimes you feel it's not quite your night. He's had a short arm, and then, well, he's just taken the arm, probably the elbow, accidentally to the side of the head. That sparked him. But look, another look at this forward pass. I think in Dirksen's defence, it's as much to do with the pass as it was his alignment. I think Fussell just let it drift.
There was nothing much in it, but if you'd kept an eye on the 5 metre line, that could be telling. Now Bishop, I can't see from there, but Andy Fenby, you can see his head rocking backwards.
Yeah, sometimes you just get caught wrong. No intent. He's got his head in the wrong place.
Good to see him on his feet.
Just meets Bishop's arm. Bishop's entitled. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with the way Bishop's gone into that contact. Naturally, just get the arm across your chest to protect yourself.
He's made of tough stuff, is Andy Fenby. He's going to carry on.
Oh, I'm sure he's hoping he doesn't have any more, though. That's enough for one shift.
Pass. Scrum, red ball. Mark is there. Yeah. Step up, legs. Crouch! Touch! Set! Not taking the hit. Not taking the hit.
Well, that was the old-fashioned French scrum from the Scarlets there. It was a feed on the hit. So on the set, they don't set and go static. They just set and drive, immediate feed, and it's gone against the Ospreys for not taking the hit. But it's all about timing that, because you can just as easily come out of that being done for an early shove. Yeah, Dirksen's behind him there. He should be able to throw a pass there that puts his winger in.
Wow. That may have been forward, but it was very, very close. That's unlucky for the Ospreys.
Yeah, gave the ref the chance to call it, though. Wasn't a need.
And Fenby gets in and gets the tackle on Andrew Bishop. Full marks Andy Fenby. Alan Wynne-Jones. Nice rip by Tipperick from Ian Evans, just to change the point of attack. Oh, good recovery by Andrew Bishop of Scott Williams, George North, Jonathan Davis. They all have been hunting that one down.
Wait. Hold in. He did, poor.
Funny how the game changed all the time when you wouldn't get a winger within 10 yards of a contact situation like that, and you've got a monster like that on the wing going in and winning the turnover. What a player he is. A monster in the nicest sense of the word.
Let him go, got back in.
Yeah.
That's expertly done by George North.
And absolutely immovable.
That's the main thing. That's what any youngsters looking on that. Let him go first, then go back on it, and you're perfectly legal, which is exactly what George North did. Still saying 6'4", 17.5 stone. You're not going to budge that. You're a bulldozer handy.
5!
Oh. That's one way of stopping him. And he was dancing about a bit on that occasion. This is good defence by the Ospreys.
And roll away,
they really are driving the Scarlet ball carriers back. Tipperick gets in over it.
Oh, he's done Duncan Jones there.
That is brilliant work by Tipperick, but it's gone against Duncan Jones, but exemplary breakdown
stuff
stuff
taking the
by
space
Tipperick.
in front of the ball. Offside.
He can't believe that it's not gone against him.
No, it hasn't gone against him. Sean was talking about the dark arts earlier on in the programme. It's exactly what Duncan Jones was practicing there.
happy in my eyes, but it's difficult to see on full motion sometimes, yeah.
Here we go. Does very well in the initial contact. There's the tackle. Over he goes, and then through, making a nuisance of himself on the far side of the ruck, having become detached from it, so an understandable penalty.
I tell you what, there's still a few shoulders and arms flying in, aren't there?
There's a bit going on out there, Charlo.
But the Scarlet need Rhys Priestland to up his successful kicking percentage. 2 from 4 this evening, and the Scarlets can't afford to leave any points behind because they're chasing the game. And that is an excellent kick from Rhys Priestland, and it's mighty relief around Parc y Scarlets to see them back on level terms.
Yeah, he liked that one from the moment it left the boot. Never in doubt.
Great take by George Earl. Scott Williams with a clearance kick. Dan Bigger chooses Fussell on the inside track, and Richard Kelly got across to put the tackle in. Bishop. And no space for Tom Grabham. The one thing that would be interesting still is if the Scarlets were to get a try clear or 2 kicks clear, what would the Ospreys do then in response?
Yeah, they got a plan B.
Speechy man there.
Now, as long as the score is like this and the game's playing out as it is, the Ospreys will be very happy, but you're right. Can they go after it if they have to?
2. It's forward off Black. And release,
and
2!
Jones got in there first.
Still advantage, not forward Black.
Knock-on advantage with Tavis Noyle under tremendous pressure. Scarlets, maybe you don't fancy a scrum too much.
Duncan Jones is right up for this. He's making such a nuisance of himself, getting through so much work.
Duncan, 34 last Tuesday, loving every second of it.
No, stay. Stay, back foot.
Last of his 57 caps 3 years ago now.
Stay.
Tom Grabham, son of former Bridgend centre Steve Grabham.
Steve.
Ian Williams always looking to counter, but excellent chasing of the kick again from the Ospreys.
Yeah, who got the tackle? It's Duncan Jones again.
Black one.
Now there's number 16, Matthew Rhys coming on. And that again is to look to add scrimmaging power for the Scarlets as much as anything.
Yeah, Ken Owens, very significant selection that he's getting that spot at the moment. But of course he hasn't been able to get his running game going. He hasn't been able to enjoy linking up with the backs. This battle at the moment is going on up front. So on comes Matthew Rhys.
Well, Duncan's enjoyed his 50 minutes. The last half hour belongs to Ryan Bevington.
Well, he hasn't left anything out there, that's for sure. You know, it's a really interesting decision, isn't it? You know, you sort of feel this is pre-med because Duncan is going like a train at the moment, and off he comes.
Stowers.
Stay out!
Bigger. Bishop is becoming more and more prominent in this second half.
Stay out 10.
Mainly because it's gone past the forwards more in this second half. Lost by Alan Wynne-Jones, Tavis Noyle Thinks about working the blind side. Fenby looks wide. Priestland, they called for it, and they're getting it. The outside backs are getting a chance. Early release for George North. Goes on one of his mazy runs infield, but can't really pick up any pace. Couldn't get himself clear to really get out of second gear. Shingler. Fenby. Tipuric with a tackle. Bishop with the support. The Scarlets have done enough to win the penalty. Not just that look.
Gwyn. Just watch you.
And he's penalised the Ospreys for being offside.
Okay.
Last ruck.
Time off. Okay, I'll give you time. VAR is going to change, so we're just going to give him some time to do that, okay?
Well,
wait, I'll tell you that in a second.
We're going to have a change on the touchline, actually. That's why the time's been stopped.
The touch judges or assistant referee.
Time is off for a second. VAR is changing.
Gwyn Morris has picked up an injury.
There's a couple of penalties happening in the contact area, and needless penalties. This is a penalty for 9 holding in. Now, I'm going to have to deal with it if you don't sort it out. Yeah? All changed? Yeah, okay. Time back on then. Hold in. 9 holding in.
Khan Fotouali guilty of holding off the ball, says Leighton Hodges. And that's a lovely touch finder from Rhys Priestland.
Well, we haven't seen a lot of him, but here's the mazy run of George North. He's got the step as well, the balance. He can run through you, round you, over you. You're welcome to that.
Space. 4 tries in 3 games so far this season. And Ryan Jones is stripped off and ready to come on, as the Ospreys have a bit of defending to do first. Priestland attacking the gain line, keeping the defence locked in. They're being driven on by the Scarlet forwards. It's really slowed down by the Ospreys. George Earl. Beerman tries to hold him up.
Black.
Scarlet ball again though. Noyle has a look to Scott Williams. Williams tries to slide it through for George North, but Fotouali is back there.
22.
That's great tracking from Fotouali. Nice little grubber. These are always big decisions, because right or wrong, never indifferent. It's going to go for you, against you on that occasion. Osprey scrum half reads the play.
George Stowers leaves, and Ryan Jones makes a first appearance of the season for the Ospreys.
Time back on.
And don't they need him back?
What a season he had last year. Outstanding. Samson Lee eventually picked it up. Has it gone forward? Yes, it has. Phil, back down to you.
I'm with David Jones, who's doing the red button with Paul Williams and Gareth Rhys-Owen tonight. Dav, you know the Scarlets pack pretty well. They need to get more ball from the Ospreys on it to feed their backs. What are the chances of them doing it?
Well, interestingly, beginning of the second half, we've seen them change tactics, really going a bit more direct, but a bit of pressure on the scrum during our first half. But they've introduced Matthew Rhys-Owen and Samson Lee as well, a great scrummage on the tight head. So obviously they're working on it, trying to make sure that they do secure their own ball. Not only secure it, but making sure they're moving forward, just to let these backs basically let rip.
Ospreys have done similar though by bringing Ryan Jones on to beef it up.
Yeah, he's come back at the right time for them. Really, is obviously a natural leader, and I mean they've obviously just fallen right. Really, they've managed to get him back in time for this encounter tonight.
And if it comes down to a last-minute penalty or a last-minute drop goal between Biggar and Priestland, who's your money on there?
I'm going to say Priestland tonight, but no, Dan Biggar. In fairness, he's having a great game. He's kicking his goals, and there's not much in this game whatsoever as old derbies. But it's going to go down to the wire. Really, both defences play. I mean, it's brutal out there at times. I'm enjoying it. Both sets of players could have scored a try, but it's going to be interesting.
Thanks, Dav. David's on the red button with Paul Williams and Gareth Rhys-Owen. So if you want to listen to them, you can get on the red button. Back to you, Charlo.
Thanks, Phil. What other colour button would Dav be on? There's a few nerves amongst those Scarlet supporters. Looking on, there's Reece Priestland, addresses the ball. Is it curling back in? No, it just stays out wide of that left-hand post. Shaved at the wrong side as far as the Scarlets are concerned. And it remains locked at 9-all.
9-all and fine margins. Just misses, and Priestland's hands going around his head. It's not just that one, it's the ones he's missed earlier.
A charge down by Matthew Rees, but time plenty for Richard Fussell to put in the clearance. North regularly breaks that first tackle.
Surprisingly.
John Davis with a follow-up. Bigger, can't hold on to it. Turnbull is there. Oh,
what's that one for?
Don't know, because the Ospreys are very much on the back foot. Oh, he lost it. Went forward both ways.
Black, second one red. First knock on black, scrum down, red ball.
Well, you feel the momentum has changed in the second half.
Yeah. Certainly, Scarlets starting to get the territory game back.
Come in, lad, please. Come up closer. Crouch! Touch! Set!
Well, again, looked as though the Ospreys front row went down.
Well, it is a risky business, that, isn't it? You're always nervous seeing these scrums collapse when you're on your own 22.
Just the front rows, please. Okay, lads, we've changed personnel.
Ken Owens on the warm-up bike. Don't know how warm it's been for Jonathan and the crew on their bikes out in America.
Are we going to come in at
I
the close
understand
ending so he finds illegal, okay?
From an earlier text, certain parts of his body are a little bit sore, Charlo.
Just come away this way. Yeah. Mark here.
Martin Williams, Tom Shanklin, Mike Hall. But safely with us, hopefully. Home next week. We can hear about it firsthand from Tom Shanklin.
Touch! Set!
Scarlets get the nudge again. Noyle trying to see if they'd go for the dummy run by John Davis, lost by the Scarlets.
It's a knock forward.
Well, that scrum again seemed to be going forward for the Scarlets when he went down.
Oh, just doesn't clear the feet. Ball spills out in such a good position. Shake of the head.
He knows.
That's the mark, yeah?
He knows how precious that possession is, especially in the danger zone on the Osprey 22. Totally intriguing though as we enter the last quarter.
Touch!
Nothing between the teams.
Yeah.
He's probably lost his patience here, hasn't he?
18 here.
Oh, is he going to yellow him? Oh, dear me. That can change the whole complexion of the game. When it looked as though the Scarlet scrum was in a bit of an ascendancy, they've lost Samson Lee. Well, he's on the far side to us.
What will Simon needs to be make of his decision there? Manu struggling. Send Samson Lee on.
Peter Edwards is there on the bench as well.
Samson, the strong man. Here we go. Oh, it's not an easy one to call. He was right there. He was right in front of him. He's called it.
Strange time to call it, though, given the way the previous scrums have gone. Had it first time out, first scrum of the second half. Fair enough.
It's a big call, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's a huge call in the context of this game.
Scarlets down to 14 men
started in the middle.
for 10 of the last 20 minutes. Scott Williams straight out to George North. Leaves Grabham for dead. Tom Isaac chops him down though. Eventually gets the ball out of play.
Yeah, that's good coverage from Tom Isaac there. Couldn't be certain that Grabham will get his man, but provided excellent cover on the angle. What a sight he is.
Flapped back and picked off by Tavis Noyle. Unexpected possession for the Scarlets. John Davis. Solid tackle as you'd expect from Andrew Bishop. Fenby straight in there. But is he on his own?
No, he's still on his feet.
Well, he's still going. Apologies for a bit of bad language, mate. Maybe being picked up. Ball not got to ground, so it's a defensive scrum for the Ospreys rather than a chance for the Scarlets to attack.
Scrum.
Well, Fenby does very well. Deemed not to have been tackled. Then I think it's been called a collapse maul there. Ian Williams with a bit of footwork. Turnover.
Phil.
Mark Jones, Scarlets attack coach with me. First of all, your thoughts on Samson Lee's yellow card?
Yeah, no, listen, there was obviously some scrum issues first half when Deacon was on there, but it seemed to have solved itself by the substitution we made. Unfortunately, the referee still feels that we're impeding there, so we've got to take it on the chin and get on with it, and hopefully when we get him back on, we won't be too much damage done.
Right, just under 20 to go. How do you win it from here?
We just got to be more clinical at the contact area, you know. We've got to make sure that we don't allow the Ospreys to slow our ball down there, and if we get that, then we'll be in a far better position. But until we get that problem solved, we're going to be struggling.
And just a comment on the game, Jeremy. It's a proper derby, isn't it?
Yeah, great crowd and everything, and yeah, like you say, nobody's giving any quarter here. It's very physical, and at the moment, it's finally balanced.
Okay, I'll let you go on. Thanks, Mark.
Thanks, Phil.
That's Peter Edwards. Pete the Meat on to try and shore up that tight head. Unfortunately for Josh Turnbull, he's the one who's had to make way.
Is that actually his name, his nickname, Channel, or have you just made that up?
It is. I wouldn't dare.
I'm sure there's an explanation for it, but I'm not going to ask you.
Bring him up now, please. No, bring him up, please, Black. Brett, bring him up. This is where we are.
From Shrewsbury via Thunderbury.
Next time it's a free kick against you, okay?
What's that first one, sir?
I asked you to come closer last time, you didn't. Crouch! Touch! Set!
That's a good hit by the Ospreys. As you'd expect, with the advantage of a man and the 7-man Scarlet scrum taking the task.
Yeah, that's good. It's called turning the screw. Facho Ali screaming them on. He didn't want the ball. not interested. Stay in there, take it on. Scarlet scrum comes up, collapses.
Outside of the boot, gets the line out in the Scarlets half. Sean, you can shed some light maybe on that Samson Lee yellow card.
Yes, Charlo. Samson Lee was penalised as the first scrum in the second half. They brought him on by their own admission of Deacon Mano's failings. Have a look at this, okay? Have a look where Samson Lee ends up. There is no way, if he is scrimmaging square and straight, that he ends up in this position. It's a cast iron yellow card, and by admission of the Scarlets coaching staff replacing a failing by their part.
Well, he's got another 5 and a bit minutes before he comes back on. Oh, there's a bit of space there for Fotoli. Well spotted. Fenby'd come in field, but he'd recovered to win the loose ball. Noyle. Back to Fotoli. Fussell. Bishop. Nicely picked out by Grabham. He was travelling. Fotoli. Ryan Jones keeps it alive and away from contact. Alan Wynne-Jones gets over the gain line, nearing the Scarlets 22. Bigger goes for the kick through for Dirksen. Dirksen against Fenby. Dirksen got goal side of him, but couldn't control it.
That was a stunning kick from Bigger. You can see Dirksen here signalling for the kick. Bigger in an instant has to look up, see it, execute it. Beautifully done, and if that just sits up a little bit more nicely, Dirksen could have been in. Lovely skills from Bigger. Just doesn't get there on the right bounce, does he? Fenby covering him well. Good play from the Ospreys.
6 league tries last year for Hanno Dirksen.
Time is off, lads.
Change in the second row for the Scarlets. Sione Timani for George Earl. But it's a shortened line out for the Scarlets as they try and clear their lines.
Time off.
Ospreys
9 is out, he's in.
To break a scrum half to try and pick up the long throw.
Time back on.
Now, taken slightly early.
If it's a penalty, they'll want it because they're going to have the line out then.
Offside. Two offside.
Alan Wynne-Jones gets no change under the referee, so argues the toss with a touch judge instead, which will produce exactly the same result. Penalty Scarlets and a line out near halfway.
You need to be very careful now.
Just watch here, bud. It's a bit of a delayed throw. He spots where the ball's going. Just gets it a bit early.
Kelly's delivery was impeded, but it still found its way to Priestland. Screams of late tackle from the Scarlet faithful. Play on. Bigger. Andrew Bishop floats it out to Fussell. North covers well. And the Scarlets were hoping that one was alive, I think, but it had gone over. It'll be a Scarlet throw.
Yeah, well, coaches will tell you carry the ball in 2 hands. On this occasion, I think he's trying to show the one-hander as a feint, try and distract the defence. They don't buy it.
Speaks to me, it's going to be a penalty against you.
This is where all the grumbles came from the Scarlets fans, but in slow motion, looks worse than it is. Tipperick committed. Absolutely. And going for the genuine charge down.
Well, you could see from the angle of his body and the way his arms were, he's just going for the ball as Justin Tipperick.
Yeah, Priestland didn't make anything of it.
No. Shingler wins the line out. Priestland goes for another one, and Tipperick stands off Dirkson's fingertips and hacked through by Andy Fenby. This might work out. Fenby again. Dirkson can't gather, does on the second attempt, but it's Scarlet ball. Liam Williams picks up. Half slips another tackle. They're within 6 or 7 metres. Ryan Jones comes through quite legally. Noyle, blindside opens up, but the cover tackle from Fotu Ali denies him.
It's Fotu Ali again, and here we go. I think the camera can get in there a bit closer for us.
Well, everybody wants a piece of everybody. Liam Williams, such a feisty character, he doesn't mind taking on Ian Evans.
Well, he's slight, Liam Williams, but he's strong.
Skip.
And he's right up for it.
Post.
He's very well here. Fancy that might have gone forward off Fenby, but they get the benefit of the doubt. Dirkson seems to have made up for this initial spill, but he doesn't ever get in control. And it's Fotu Ali again. Second time he's been the last man saving the day for the Ospreys. 9 on 9. And in the meantime, on the floor, Scott Williams having a bit of fun and games.
Tom Grabban was struggling. Another big kick for Reece Priestland. Some can't even look. Shaded the wrong side of the post last time. This one hits the post and comes back out. And it's just not working for Reece Priestland.
Oh, man down.
Yep.
Would have scored the first point since that yellow was issued.
8 black.
Will he get another chance? It looked good just at the end on the drift. That's the woodwork. There's some agony on the faces here.
Now they couldn't be any closer, but they need to be for the Scarlets.
Ospreys make a replacement, number 19, Jonathan Thomas, replaces number 8, Joe
The experience of Jonathan Thomas. 67 Welsh caps for the last 10 minutes. As Shingler taps down, Noyle does extremely well not to try and pass that one on with bodies in the way.
Stay. Ball is out.
Free ball, and Ryan Jones gets it back for Fotu to bang it downfield. Here comes Dirkson flying downfield. Controls, and John Davis has to slide and roll out of play. I think he said, "I'd like the ball, please, Foxy."
Well, in fairness, Hibbard, that red jersey's coming at him from everywhere there. He didn't react. He might have started it.
Time off.
Jonathan Davis does well. Good cover again. Hibbard arrives a little bit energetically. Jonathan Davis, one of those centres, I imagine, can look after himself.
Scarlets restored to 15, didn't concede any points. But the missed kick during that period, how crucial could that be? Because now they're back in their own 22. Jonathan Spratt is on. He's in midfield. Tom Isaacs has gone on to Tom Grabban's place on the left wing. Ryan Jones protects well. They're walking it nearer that Scarlet try line. The alarm bells are ringing.
That's going to be a penalty.
Still in control. Ryan Jones started it all, and Ryan Jones finishes it and that could be the killer blow. That could give the Ospreys their first win of the season.
Well, they can relax, I think, because that is try time. Ryan Jones gets them into this area through the turnover ball.
I can hear you, Lee.
And Ryan Jones finishes it off. Absolutely.
Okay.
Thank you.
No surprise. That one's an easier one for Derek, I think.
I think that is simplicity itself.
Leighton.
Yeah, I can hear you, Bev.
Yeah, the try is good, mate.
Okay,
You
so
can
I can
award the
award the
try.
try?
Yes, you can award it.
Well, we've got a story building here, I think. Oh, that's poor blindside defence, so isn't it? It's not as if he darted, it's not as if he didn't have any work to do. Not exactly got a head of steam up, but enough to get over despite the efforts. Well done, Ryan Jones.
Well, the Ospreys had it in them to chase it. What a belting kick from Dan Bigger. That was superbly judged. And the extra cushion of the 2 points will be so appreciated by the rest of the Osprey team.
Time off.
Johnny Edwards on as a temporary replacement for Richard Kelly. Well, the Scarlets are the ones who set off at the pace in this league.
Taken in.
Just one try short of 3 bonus point wins. But they haven't had a single try this evening, although they were denied one. And the Ospreys, after 3 defeats, now looking at their first win, or are they? Can the Scarlets claw it back in the last 7? Liam Williams, oh, picked off by Bishop. Josh Turnbull hunts him down. Bishop keeps it alive. Tipperick steaming up after it. Noyle takes his time in getting up.
Didn't get up.
Sensibly done by Tavis Noyle while he was on the floor. Nobody could touch him.
Yeah, but he could have been penalised for not getting up. That's, you know, Tipperick did what he had to do.
Touched by Black. Touched by Black.
And touched in flight but not charged down, and it's a let-off for the Scarlets.
Good play from Bishop.
It's fine, no problem there at all. It's touched by Black in the air.
Well, the service from a flanker, the clearance kick from a winger.
Yeah, Bishop does well here.
Liam Williams would always try things like that. Not enough height on the kick on that occasion. Scarlets have lost it. They're back under pressure.
Stay, watch your feet, watch your feet.
And nobody back in the pocket for the Ospreys. They want to try and run it home.
And roll away, 19.
It will be shortly, I think.
Yep. Hibbard,
next play.
Good charge.
Here we go.
Ryan Jones, another effective carry. Lovely play, and this time Dirksen is in. And that is it. That's it. Game over. And the Ospreys have shrugged off their early season form, and they're going to win at Parc des Scarlets.
Bev, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, first question, please. Try yes or no.
Okay, we'll have a look now.
Well, a fantastic result for the Ospreys. Dirksen, I think, has finished this one well. Keeps the ball away from the tackler, goes down earlier, slides him in. There's another nice delayed pass as well. Just Gave him the chance he needed, the space he needed.
Leighton, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
The try is good. You can award the try, mate.
So I may award the try?
You may, yes.
Great finish by Hanno Dirksen. He who laughs last. And Hanno Dirksen is laughing now.
Last longest, Rodney. Yes, Fussell again, fairness, drift on the pass, draws the winger in, makes the space for his winger. It's subtle stuff, but he does well. Liam Williams is attracted enough to leave the outside man. And that's what it means.
His second of the season. And he is slowly taking over as the main try-getter from Shane Williams. It's a long way to go yet, but he's racking them up. And Dan Biggar is racking up the kicks from everywhere. Big smile on his face, and well there may be. That's another superb kick from Dan Biggar, adding gloss to this Osprey victory.
Two stunning kicks, very difficult conversions. Make life that much more comfortable for the Ospreys.
No, wait. You've done already, yeah?
And the man of the moment, safely underneath the high ball for the Ospreys. I must admit, somebody told me in the office before leaving this afternoon that one of the leading bookmakers was offering 3-1 on the Ospreys with an 8-point start. And I didn't back the courage of my conviction to go with it.
That was worth a bet.
Back foot 10.
Not that we bet on these matches, of course, but
I know you're not easily parted from your money, Charlo, but I thought even you'd have gone for that one.
Stay 4, don't go in.
Well, it's gone quiet, and the fans are drifting away from Parc des Scarlets as Liam Williams tries to grab some late crumbs of comfort.
And out, Black, right! Leave it!
And the Ospreys' effort hasn't been lacking. It's a game that swung one way and the other. The third quarter belonged to the Scarlets, but they couldn't crucially nail the points when the chances came. The Ospreys could, the Ospreys have.
Yeah. 2 black change, please.
A couple of late changes.
2 black.
And Stu, your decision for man of the match.
Well, it's been an excellent effort from the Ospreys. Their game plans work for them, but I think the man that's left an indelible mark on this. That man there, Duncan Jones, might only have played for 50 minutes, but the work he did in the loose, yes, but in the tight in that scrum, really did a job for the Ospreys tonight, set the platform for a great victory.
Come up, Black. No, I'm not. Come up, please, Black.
So much of the Ospreys' effort has been about what the forwards had to contribute, and their contribution led by Duncan Jones.
Set. Straight in. Gone in.
Friesland
Thanks.
gives them a toe hold in the 22.
Folding in. Yeah. The far side, tightening.
But even a converted try now for the Scarlets. Well, at least it'll give them something. It'll give them a losing bonus point. That's the best they can hope for in the final 90 seconds.
And out!
Good drive initially by the Scarlet forwards, helped by Tavis Noyle.
Advantage.
In comes John Davis on the angle. Another sound tackle by Bishop.
Wait. Time off. Good.
late on.
Sack them all.
Jonathan Thomas, who hasn't been on that long, sees yellow. It was a professional foul.
Collapse.
So it's the Ospreys who finish with 14 men. Can that allow the Scarlets a losing bonus point?
We're going to go to the back, watch the front, okay?
They picked up 2 try-scoring bonus points along the way. 2 losing bonus points is all the Ospreys had before this evening.
Hold.
They're the ones who coming away with the major spoils, but the Scarlets drive on towards that try line. 5 on its own won't do, but they've got to get 5 first as the Ospreys do anything in their power to prevent the try.
Wait, the ball is there. Wait, leave him. 14, leave. Stay. 4.
It pops out for Tavis Noyle. Priestland into the in-goal area. George North, did he get hands on it first? It's one for the TMO to decide.
Everything's gone to the TMO.
Come back, Derek Bevan. It's that kind of night.
Derek working hard tonight.
Bev, can you hear me?
I can hear you, yes.
It's the first question. Try, yes or no? If no try, can you give me a restart, please?
Okay.
Thank you.
There's a lot of big decisions gone Derek
well,
Bevan's way this evening now then. Let's see. Nobody hasn't gone forward from George North. Can he get fingertips on it? Yes, he does. He gets there before Richard Fussell.
Is he out to play though? Is he over the dead ball line when he puts his hands on the ball? Yeah, he's out to play.
Yes, he is. Good spot, Stu.
Yeah, it's gone backwards there. But
Leighton.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. His body is out of the field of play, but he's not holding it. He is scoring the try. You may award the try.
I may award the try?
Yes, and there's 4 seconds to go.
Try given for George North.
You can ground it from outside.
Allowed to ground it from outside. Because he wasn't holding. So George North gets a 5th try of the season and gives the Scarlets hope.
But if you've got your foot in touch when you catch a ball, you're out to play. It's a really interesting one. If anyone knows, that man does.
Well, of all the big kicks he's had this evening, this one is right up there for Rhys Priestland, because it's this for the Scarlets to salvage a bonus point. A lot of points have been left out there on the field, but this, so the Scarlets don't go home empty-handed. The faithful are waiting and hoping, and the kick is over, and that kick from Rhys Priestland means even though it's disappointment for the Scarlets, they still come away with something. But the Ospreys win has meant that their dreadful start has been put to bed, but that was a rare old local derby. It had plenty and more talking points from start to finish, and the Ospreys will be delighted to mark up their first win of the season. 2 tries to 1, and a lot to remember and a lot to discuss, but it means that it's finished. Scarlets 16, Ospreys 23.